Talking with Words.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob.
Oh, jeez.
Sally Ann.
James, and maybe Alan.
Cameron and maybe Alan.
And Ryan.
And maybe Ellen.
Maybe Alan.
And tonight we're going to watch Glorious, which you probably haven't heard of. It is based on an H.P. Lovecraft story starring... Wait, let's do the summary real quick because it's so fucking weird.
Summary.
It's described as, after a breakup, Wes ends up at a remote rest stop. He finds himself locked inside the bathroom with a mysterious figure speaking from an adjacent stall. Soon, Wes realizes he is involved in a situation more terrible than he could imagine.
I think the best way to watch this film is how we all did it. You have to watch the trailer first.
Yeah, I think that's a great example. I'm going to put that tidbit at the very beginning of this podcast.
Okay. Can I sound sexier doing it?
Okay, go ahead.
Try.
Rewind. This stars two pretty good actors that I know of. Ryan
Quanten?
Is it Quanten?
Yes.
Alan? I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. And the lovely J.K. Simmons. Also,
I thought that's where you're going.
all right, I'm going to cut that then.
Sports.
All right. Is he a basketball player?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Chloe was
Who?
kind of a guy
I just
at one
saw his
point,
name, but okay.
And now she is.
You got your parents' guide, Sally? Well, great. Let me turn this over to you.
Thanks, Rob. Ow!
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Scary.
Okay. That really hurt. Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised Barkley didn't start barking. Okay. Parents' guide. Sex and nudity is none. Violence and gore is severe. Oh, Molly's calling. Profanity severe. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking mild. And frightening and intense scenes mild.
That's the fastest one she's ever done because she wanted to take a call from Molly. Molly, put her on speaker.
Hold on, Molly.
You got to have her consent.
Molly, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm in the car.
You hear?
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to watch a movie called Glorious. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, glorious. I don't think so.
All right. Well, it's about a
It's right up your alley.
demonic glory hole.
Oh, nice. Demonic glory hole.
Yeah, I think Kevin would like it.
I think we'll have to check it out. I'll Google it.
All right, I'll tell you what. Go home right now, watch it,
Yeah.
and then when we get done, we'll call you and we'll
She will be asleep.
pull you into the podcast. She can watch a movie. It's only like an hour. It's only an hour.
I'll see. I'm headed to the lake, but I'm almost there. A few minutes out.
All right, we'll call you in an hour and 10.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't reach for the phone. Don't reach for the phone.
Okay. I love you, Molly. I'm
Bye,
sorry.
Molly. Love you.
Love you guys.
Okay, bye.
All right, we're gonna watch Glorious. Wait,
Glorious.
did we miss anything?
Gloria.
I can't
I
fucking
don't
hear
know
your
now.
goddamn nods, Ryan. God damn it. All right, let's glory hole this fucker. It's like an hour and 19 minutes.
They
with
got your
credits.
number. Gloria. I think they got the alias that you've been living under. But you don't want to. Something.
You still haven't ordered
What's
food?
the next word? You don't want to. You've been living under.
I just wanted to let
Think you
James sing
don't
for a bit longer
remember.
so I can have that as the intro song. That's Gloria
I was
by
there for
James
it.
and Sally, ladies and gentlemen.
That's our next character.
Let's watch this thing. I'm not trying to get a laugh, but then these fuckers drop out of the ceiling and hatch up a huge fucking cum shot.
Ain't these fuckers get in a bathroom stall and save the universe?
This movie
Yeah.
outdid itself. God damn it, Ash.
Every time.
It's nonstop. This movie outdid itself. For my expectations were, can I say, blown away?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's quite fair.
Might I? Number one, I want to say Ryan's acting as a solo actor in a room by himself. Holy shit! You know how hard it is to do what he did.
I hear you. Yeah.
He was on a set by himself 98% of the time, just reacting, and he was fantastic.
I need this guy for my short.
He is kind of short. Damn, he was good though, wasn't he?
He was
He
really good.
phenomenal.
I was very impressed.
I thought he was.
My
okay.
experience of him before this was just like True Blood, and
He's done a few other things.
I wasn't expecting what we just saw, and that was it. Definitely blew me away.
Yeah, he went through
No
all
pun
the different
intended.
emotions. He went through all the different. He was good. I did not know he was like an actual actor.
I felt like he was
Get
a
the fuck
good
over
person until
I felt
Thank you, Sally.
that
Smells like shit
He-
over here.
it's Ash that he reminded me of Deadpool
No
character.
No,
Yes.
in what way?
that's a big compliment going
Okay.
that far.
Can I finish? Like his little under his breath comments. What did you just get a text of? You're laughing. No, please do share.
I gotta go.
I love to laugh. I love to laugh.
What the fuck? You just took the whole mic away from me to say that?
Like under his breath, his little one-liners. Like I think I just peed. And then,
Oh, yeah.
like those types of things. Like those are all. I don't know. He's trying to be Deadpool.
And I love the response from the entity in the stall. Yeah, you did a little.
You did.
Yeah, we got nothing but brutal honesty from the thing in the stall.
Gat.
Gat. Not God.
Gat.
Gat.
Gata Nathawan.
Okay, this is really fucked up. Just now, Adam Wenger, who we all love, texted me a picture and said, "This is a random creepy bathroom painting.
Oh my gosh.
Made me think of you, buddy. It's ghost horses." He's clearly drunk, but
And in a strange
the
bathroom.
fact that he sent a random creepy
That's
bathroom
crazy.
painting during,
It's a sign.
I mean, listen.
This is why from here forward we need to go to the bathroom in pairs.
All right, Ryan, help James. I'll help Cameron. Alan, you fucked up, bud.
I don't know if I agree with this logic.
All right, I'll take them both. All right. This movie was only an hour long, and they hit on like almost every note. It was comedy. It was heartfelt. It was those reveals, like holy fuck.
A lot of reveals.
And
A lot of reveals.
There was that horror element. There was that kind of suspense element.
What was the story with him and his girlfriend? What's the story with him and this entity?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. Hold on. We're gonna let Sally. Are leaving? All right.
No, what?
Before Sally leaves, what? Give
He-
us.
He seems
Give.
to be on that side.
Your puppy's falling asleep.
He's just on this side of the grave for so much longer.
Her eyes are closed. She's sleeping.
Sally, give us what you thought of this movie without going too deep, because we're gonna run through it real fast. 1, 2, 3, go.
I thought it was good.
Fucking god damn it! Why are you
Sally.
up here?
Why?
I said that because I knew that'd make him mad.
Well,
She's she's the Corbin Dallas.
Could you please have more than a 6-word
Thrilled.
vocabulary?
Green.
Super great.
All right, we're gonna pause so Sally can leave. God damn! I thought it was a good
She
movie.
wants snuggles and sleeping. I see.
James
it.
is talking about the dog, not Sally.
Of course I am. The dog's so cute.
I don't even have to pause. She's just.
If you
She's
only
out.
take one of those dogs, though.
The universe
Okay.
doesn't require the sacrifice of this dog.
Say it to her face.
I'm. Hey, Barkley. What's his name?
Barkley works.
Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Barkley would have been better.
Hold on, I do need to get a picture.
God damn.
problem solved.
We're doing dog.
Problem solved.
We're doing dog podcast pictures now.
Dogcast.
Oh, that's James. No, take a picture of James though while you're doing this.
No, that's okay.
Put the microphone up to Berkeley's mouth. Oh my gosh.
Never ending
Just do it.
story.
Take it.
How many pictures have you taken with Ash in front of this microphone?
0. Fucking 0.
I don't need the excuses.
Leave.
Good night.
Also, order us pizza.
Bye. See ya, Ash.
That dog has taken my spot in the bed for the last 4 nights.
You gotta practice your Puss in Boots stare. You know, the dog's killing it. What are you doing? You gotta bring it.
She doesn't even like me. Sally, I can't compete with that dog.
You never tried the eyeballs?
Yeah,
The super cute look. Like
I ripped eyeballs out of people and presented them to her
no,
as
that's not
gifts.
the same thing.
Oh. Hey, let's get back to this movie.
Thank you, got to not the one.
Not the one.
Got to not the one.
All right, this is a short movie. Let's burn through real quick, and I'm gonna go through the first act real fast. Ryan Quanten's character goes to the rest stop on Route 37
Correct.
for some Choco sticks. The opening was so random. It was like they were trying to make you
the
think it
vending
was going to
machine.
be It
Yeah.
was like they were trying to make you think it was going to be a very generic thing.
Yeah, he just pulls into a rest stop, talks to some cryptic babe with 6
She
pieces
was
of
definitely not
paper,
a babe.
6 wrappers,
Yeah, she was not a babe.
and not musicians, 6 candy wrappers lined up on a bench.
This isn't rap
It wasn't
snacks.
Snoop.
I don't know what that symbolized, and I'm curious now about what other people think.
I got a feeling it wasn't shit.
I bet it meant something.
He also had
That's how many women.
the ooh.
Oh,
I could
Oh.
okay.
It could be true.
Oh,
I
run
retract
it
my
back.
previous statement. That could be.
We'd have to count some Polaroids, but
Well, none of the
Maybe.
Polaroids have
just
actual
one
pictures on them.
Well, the Polaroids I thought was just one woman.
No, it was multiple.
it was
multiple?
multiple women.
He had his
It's-
red box. So
Yeah.
he shows up.
Yeah.
He pulls over. He gets the treat. He decides to get drunk. Burns a bunch of Polaroids out of a red box. Burns a bunch of mementos. It looks like he's kind of moving or something, and he's split with his wife or girlfriend or something like that.
Right.
And
That's where the sadness we think is coming from.
Right.
Is this breakup?
The breakup.
Well,
with
you
this
think she
female.
found the box and he didn't mean for her to find the box, and that's why that relationship ended, because he didn't mean to kill her?
well, we weren't even to that point yet. We're
Yeah.
just he's just burning
But
mementos.
The relationship's usually over when you can't find the box. But
Oh.
Yeah, or the man at the top of the canoe. One of the two.
touche.
And
Man in the boat?
he has the fire. He's burning all this shit, and then he wakes up pantless, passed out, and needs to go into this rest stop to throw up violently from all the. It looked like bourbon.
I've never seen anybody start a fire and get drunk at a rest stop before. I think that's generally frowned upon.
Only if
allow
you get
it.
caught.
There was a extraterrestrial scene after he got shit-faced drunk.
I think that's where his pants went
Bingo.
because we didn't see him take his pants off, and then you had like that little purple light, and he woke up. His
Yeah,
pants were half burned.
the aliens would
Yeah.
definitely explain that.
Mm.
But unrelated to the story.
Alan enjoyed it. Alan, right? Yeah, you can't say shit, you bitch. We're gonna talk shit about you the whole time, Alan, since you left. Alan hates dudes. All right, so so he goes in and he's throwing up in the rest stop, and that's where you see probably the best rest stop graffiti art I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That was impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Also, no TP.
Not really surprised
Yeah,
with that.
fact.
Yeah,
And the bathroom did not get any cleaner from that point forward.
and the fact that he was putting his head all the way in the toilet.
That's the thing. Like
Ugh.
you didn't have
Yeah.
to go into the rest stop toilet to throw up, but
Right.
fate.
They made me feel
Fate.
It made me feel
Everything.
disgusting way before we knew how disgusted we should be. Just showing him put his cheek on the rim of that public toilet.
As soon as he was all the way his ears down in that toilet,
But if you feel the urge
Yeah.
to throw up, that is one way to guarantee it to happen.
oh, that's
But
true.
if you've slept all night on the ground, why would you go run for a toilet to throw
Correct.
up?
Fate, James.
I wouldn't do it. I'd just puke on the lawn.
I won't
And
do
I
that in
have.
my own toilet.
It was preordained.
Yeah, my own toilet makes me throw up. Let alone something like that.
Yeah.
You should
I mean,
reach that.
just sitting at this table makes Taylor throw up occasionally.
Yes, it does.
He's downstairs shitting right now. And then, like, we immediately get introduced to J.K. Simmons, which I love that they didn't hold back, and they were just like, go.
Yep.
And he started talking to him, and what do you say? There's two things that are important in here. It's you and me, and maybe there is three. Potential for conversation. And it's creepy as fuck, but it's not intimidating.
What was the first line? Did you get it all out or something like that? Just real humanized type conversation, like you good in there or something like that. That was the first.
I can't remember the first.
It was something like
very lighthearted, like did you get it all or something like that.
It was a polite,
spare
inquiry.
Square, some shit like that.
Yeah, he's throwing up at and cleaning himself off. Gat, the godlike creature in the stall,
got another one.
There you go.
Says, well, you've got all this on you, and God knows what else, and has a laugh about it. He's like, God knows what else.
And then he lists everything.
And then
else.
he lists everything that's on him: the shit, the cum, the puke, the
plus
the
127
bacteria.
different bacteria.
Yeah.
Divine knowledge.
Also, I love that from then all the way to the end, Gat's stall was pure blackness. Like you couldn't see under, you couldn't see in the glory hole. It was just shadow.
You're right. That's where Ryan Quanten, as an actor, really owned it.
He sold the shit out of it.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
Yeah,
I would really like to know how they did that on set. Was that just him? Did he have somebody helping? Focus that. I really want to know how they.
It had to have been him in there, and somebody just was reading him lines.
Yeah,
and then in the end, J.K. Simmons came in and
Read
either that or
lines and
he
called
read
it a
them
day.
first, and he was reacting into Simmons' lines. But
they're just playing out of a
he
boombox
served
in
it,
the
though.
toilet stall.
yeah,
He absolutely served it.
So after Wes throws up and they have their first initial interaction, we get the image of the glory hole and all of the graffiti art along with it, which is a pretty vital part of the story. But he actually sees this huge drawing entity, 3-tit, 5-eyed, multi-tentacle,
multi-headed
thing that's drawn on the stall next to him with
sitting on a pile of skulls
with an opening hole for his mouth
for glory.
a glory hole, if you will.
Yep. So that's kind of sets the entire scene of what's going to be happening here in Glorious.
Yeah, from the minute he sits down in the stall and you see that hole in the wall, it's like no matter what the art is around, it's like, we know what that's for.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
And that was a nod to the fact that's not what it's for.
Hit. All right.
And you're going to hear that again right now.
Also, there were 3 other pieces of graffiti I picked up. One was "I will not shut up," which made sense for Get. Another one was "Graffiti is dumb."
Yes, saw that
and
one.
Another one was "Sliced bread," sliced with a Y.
Yep.
And then there were a bunch of pictures, but I didn't get any of the other.
Yeah, there was Fred with like a dog paw on the way out the door.
Right by the door. Yeah.
There was the classic, I don't know what you want to call it, but like S that everyone drew in middle school.
The old school S. Yeah,
Yeah.
the diamond S.
That was fun.
But I like that "I will not shut up" because when Wes tries to cut him off and go into his memories, he literally says, "I will not stop. No matter where you go, you can't get in there." And he breaks him. I mean, that's what the whole movie is. It's him breaking this character. And the resilience of this character is also the other side of the coin, because he doesn't stop for a long time to try and resist Gat's. He didn't even ask him until the very end what he actually wants.
Yeah,
He spent like 30 minutes working up to it.
He kind of, what do I need to do, that kind of stuff, but they never really get to it until the very end.
Right.
At what point does Wes notice
let
that
us
the
make
door's
some assumptions.
locked?
Very early.
Like, how does it? Because it still progresses somewhat fast in the fact that like he's not getting out of this place.
Well,
But there's still a slow explanation of like why he's there and what is needed from him while
very
he's trying to
very
escape.
slow. I mean, he tries to escape by going through the air duct under the sink.
Tries
I
the
like the
door,
duct-
and the
the
door
duct
doesn't
reset.
work, and he says, no, like, you're not going anywhere, and then all of a sudden
we were both chosen.
he puts up this kind of smoke screen, if you will, of powers to hide
it was
themselves.
a layer of protection to hide us from his father,
Right.
is what Gad said, so that he cannot make the quote-unquote destroyer end life, is kind of how it was presented.
But that was even presented, again, like 20 minutes after they put up that little...
Yeah,
After he puts up
they
that field.
ran through it
Yeah.
multiple times, saying it different ways.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely, to James's point, the air duct, when he went through it, we were even saying when we were watching, it's like, that's a huge air duct for a 8x8.
Shithouse.
Yeah. As soon as he comes out, right back where he started.
It was very Bruce Willis-esque. This could have been a Christmas movie.
I think it is. Also, I appreciate the fact that Wes had a baby bladder, just like me.
Make you feel better about your life.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, they used that as kind of like a break. It's like all of a sudden his human needs asserted themselves, and all of a sudden he's just like away from the head trip that he's on, and all of a sudden he's just up against the wall peeing.
Gad's fully telling the story, and you just hear...
I'm pretty sure
like
you
the-
guys were taking a piss at the same time, which was like...
I pissed at least
Poetry.
5 times in 1 hour. None of them were short pisses.
Reminds me of the Austin Powers scene in the first one, where it's
Just kick his leg.
evacuation
The
complete. Yeah.
unfreezing process.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate the small bladder. It feels like maybe Ryan had we have a kinship. And then...
Other Ryan.
Yeah, different Ryan.
Need to clarify.
I just mean Ryan Buck.
Clarified.
Ryan Quanten.
Quantum.
Is that
Quantum.
how we say
Quantum?
it? Did we look it up?
Quantum. He's Australian. I don't know exactly how to say it. I'll get it wrong. Where's Cameron? Other Cameron.
Where are the other people?
Where's Alan?
And
Alan's
then
in the truck waiting on you.
Yeah, and then he started talking about his genitals, right, Alan? Oh, you like vaginas now? Okay. And I liked when Wes came out of the duct and he laid down and he kind of looked up and realized where he was. He goes, "This is not my happy place."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good lines
That's
in
my
there.
favorite line of the film.
Of
This is
them.
not my happy place.
Yeah. And he had, when he was like throwing shade at the god, it was, the be quiet and making his ears bleed and putting him into those memory coma type scenarios. And it made more sense after the movie ended why he did that.
Yeah.
Why he made him see her, his ex,
Brenda.
Brenda. Those kind of things. Once it ended, you're like, oh shit, okay, that's why he was.
He let him go back there just long enough and then distorted the memory to
Right. That's why he was
mess with
doing
him.
it.
Yeah.
Good shit. Like,
And throughout...
That took a hard right turn at the end there.
It did.
And I appreciate it.
I did not expect any of that.
Yeah, him showing up with a knife in when the red box got opened.
Well,
I was like, no.
what's crazy
Oh,
is he
damn it.
He was like vacuuming right before that,
Yeah.
and then it refocuses on her looking in the box and going through the Polaroids, and then back on him, and he's got a.
I think she found the box without him wanting her to find the box.
Oh yeah, she
So-
found his
and,
trophies.
And then he had to kill her because I think that he did not intend to have that relationship end that way because she was like the first one that in the flashback at the picnic barbecue, she was the one that's like, no, you don't want her. She's not the one for you.
He's picking a victim, and she's thinking
She
he's
picked
trying
him.
to hit on. Yeah.
Yeah, he always picked the victims. She picked him, and I feel like that was the difference. And like he didn't want to kill her, but
He wasn't
He
trying
had
real
to.
hard to hide the box because the box was in that scene where she gave him the teddy bear. The box is sitting on the coffee table.
it was on the table.
yeah, his morals were totally whacked, of course. But-
That's a bold move, leaving the evidence on the coffee table.
I mean, I obviously have no experience with this whatsoever.
Of course not.
But if you want to end a relationship and you're a serial killer and you have trophies, you let them find it because it's more of a fun game.
Ugh.
Don't me.
Well, you could be right. That's where I'm. That's
I
where
know
my
I'm
head
right.
went. I like my interpretation.
Don't him. Gluck him.
Oh,
whatever
speaking of,
say.
did you get any recordings of Alan?
It's probably still recording. He didn't say anything.
Yeah, he was very
He was
quiet.
very quiet.
The recorder was going, but I don't think he said a word. He was on his phone the whole time.
All right, we're gonna watch
Damn it.
a horrible movie next week, and we're gonna record James with that recorder.
No. Oh God. What?
All right, I mean, we already gotten through most of this fucking
We
thing
need-
without saying anything.
There's still some things we need to talk about.
Go for it, because
No, they build the fear in Wes pretty well throughout the entire film, right? Because again, like there's just one set. It's him on the shitter with this other.
We haven't even talked about
No.
Gary C.
That's the thing. Like, we need to get to that, and that's part of the building of the fear of Gat.
Yeah,
And he sees parts of Gat, even though it's a dark void.
you've got that
right every now
amorphous
and
blob.
that little blob comes
Yeah.
out and looks like some sort of like womb thing like coming out.
you know it is.
Tiny tentacles,
Right.
little goo here and there.
There
Oh,
are
some
portions
splurts.
of Gat
Yeah.
that Wes can see, and when Gary C, the DMV whatever inspector of rest
DOT.
stops, Department of Transportation, you're right, comes to inspect and clean the rest stop, Wes again is fearful for not getting out of this place, screaming at the top of his lungs for help. Gat goes on to explain, you don't want to do this. You don't want to open this door. It's going to be bad for everyone. Don't do it. You're here. Your fate. We need you. No one else. Sure enough, Gary C. opens the door.
But
Comes
to
in.
that point, also Gat lets him in.
Yeah.
Gat
Because he's controlling
controls
the door. Right.
that's true.
He lets him in to make a point.
It helps grow the fear as well
It
within Wes.
Makes Wes know I'm not fucking around.
Correct.
And then you also have Blood Rain.
There was a blood rain.
Did Tazon Day do the soundtrack?
I think it was Mara Odom.
Well, the first rain looked more like water and
It
not
was-
like blood.
It was angelic for a minute.
It was, and then
And then he opened the door.
yeah, you open the door, and okay, now we see the red blood. And
Yes.
More of a heavy misting.
Yes.
Don't fucking get me started on the heavy misting, my friend.
So Gat
My
introduces himself
ex-wives.
to Gary C.
They're all in the red box.
Gat introduces himself to Gary C. And Gary C. thinks that Gat and Wes are just having a little fling. Just says, hey, there's plenty of hotels down the road. Take it there. I'm out of here. Sure enough, he can't leave.
well, to be fair, at this point, Wes is
To be
afraid that's
fair.
what's
To be
about. Wes is afraid he's about to be the boyfriend.
Yes, correct. But Gat
But
politely-
also, Gary goes for the door,
yes, he does.
Yeah.
which is a big mistake.
Yep. He goes for Gat's stall door.
Yes.
Yeah, get
Well,
out of there.
The door's open, and all of a sudden, Wes tries to walk out, and Gary's character pushes him back, and then the door closes, which is classic horror,
Why'd you let
scary
the door
movie.
close? Don't let it close.
Yeah, don't ever let the door close.
Airheads. But I like that Gary was like, all right, get the fuck out here. And he goes to Gat's door, and Gat goes, get in your stall.
Get in your stall.
Get in your stall, Wes.
That's your happy place,
Then
Wes.
you just hear that monster sound of it ripping Gary apart.
But it was his happy place for a little bit because he was looking at the picture of
the happiest
Brenda.
place
He was
available at the
Happiest place
time.
available. Yep.
Mentally, he was trying to get the fuck out of there, but there's no escape.
And one of the funniest scenes in the entire film was during the blood rain and the picture
Blood
of Brenda.
rain.
So after Gary C is torn
Yeah.
apart and ripped to shreds and blood rain is happening, there's a picture of
Blood
Brenda on the floor.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Brenda's
he
on the
goes
floor.
to reach for, as Wes reaches for the picture, a huge, almost wave of blood just pushes it away.
That was
Everyone started
phenomenal.
laughing. It was a perfect time.
It was delightful.
Ugh.
And then also he tried to bash the door in with Gary's leg.
Yeah.
He's like, I need out of here.
Yeah, using Gary's leg, which is strangely the only part left. I mean, why not take the whole thing? Why leave a leg?
Gary was a jogger.
Leg, eye, and heart.
It was just a good leg.
The heart.
Oh, the eyeball.
heart.
Yeah, the eyeball was.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the eyeball.
Yeah.
Shit, there were 3 parts.
I mean, after a minute, he just kind of gives up and leans and cuddles Gary's leg for a minute against the door.
As you do
Well,
when you realize that there's no
R.I.P.
way
Gary.
out. Yep, there's no way out.
But we're approaching the part where Gat starts to come clean as far as, here's what I need from you, Wes.
a sacrifice.
Well, he says there's one part of you that can
He's
fulfill my needs.
And this is after the explanation of like how he came to an
Yes,
existence.
just to explain that.
I don't want to do that because I can't even imagine that whole scene. So
Do you want me to do it?
Yes.
I think you're sick and twisted enough to explain it to our audience.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyway, so Gat's father is a god in the H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu type world, and his son is Gat. And
Go ahead, James.
oh,
What's his name?
Got another one.
got another one.
Yep.
That's the one. And he's technically a demigod because his father was cut open just like Kronos.
Mm.
And his children spilled out and created life. And his father did not want that. No life should exist. He is now trying to chase down Gat to end life. Him coming down to Earth with Wes is essentially his last hope of putting his dad back. What do you say? Like in the bottom of the ocean in a prison,
Correct.
kind of like what they did with Cthulhu. If you are familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, of putting him back into a prison so that life can persevere, is essentially what is happening.
And it's basically a nonsensical twist that somehow he needs Wes's liver.
Well, I was going to say before that, he says, there's a part of you that can
Yes.
sustain me. And Wes is finally like, all right, fuck it. And he goes up to the glory hole, puts his dick in, and he goes, well, that was one of my favorite. Your genitals are of no significance.
well, you don't have to be mean.
Don't
about
you
it.
laugh at it.
You don't have to be
you
mean
laugh at
about
it.
it. And he goes, I need a piece of your liver.
I mean, he's been playing it up for 30 minutes.
Well,
at
I mean,
that
it's a
point.
fucking glory hole.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's the joke.
yeah, I mean,
the
the-
whole movie.
Yeah, and-
The whole time, yeah, you know it's a glory hole. You kind of expect what's happening. Ryan Quanten's acting experience to this point has also said that's what it's going to be because we don't
Yeah.
expect.
And the trailer and everything that the
Yeah.
It's
audience
called
has seen.
Glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, he spent the last 30 minutes psyching himself up to do it. Basically,
Well, I love that he runs up and sticks his dick in.
He's
It's like, what are you
he's
doing?
Like, you can do this.
I feel like as an actor, he just did away with his typecasting right there. Got it out of the way. It's over. He did the Daniel Radcliffe. It's broken,
That was
and
one
now
of
he
those-
can do whatever he wants.
That was one of those great turns where he sticks his dick in there. And it's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh shit! We all thought that was the end of the movie.
There was
We did. We all went into it thinking that.
There was one thing missing from that scene, and it was
Balls.
Skeletron.
correct. The actual visual of Ryan.
Fucking Skeletron.
I knew he was coming sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Skeleton
He
always
was
comes
indeed.
last.
Crazy.
As
Right,
Gat,
two Gats.
as Gat says, I don't need
No.
your genitals. I need your liver, and that whole explanation of, hey, here, like, I need your liver.
Yep.
They should have gone back to Wes, and he should have said, "Are you sure you don't need my dick?" If they would have had that, it would have been perfect.
But also,
Because he's got to cut himself open
Yeah.
to present
I mean,
this.
that's the true horror.
Are you sure
twist.
you don't want my dick?
I mean, it turns into a Saw movie at the end.
Yes.
Like, I
pretty
need
much.
a piece of your liver. It will regenerate. You
Yeah.
can live.
You only need 25% of
hurt.
your liver.
If,
You're
if you
good.
don't bleed out before that happens,
There was on purpose laugh out loud moments that they wrote in here. That should have been one of them. I would have loved that.
That was when we see him laying on the floor shortly after that. That was my first thought, was that scene from Saw after he's
After
basically,
he saws his foot
unconscious
off.
for sawing his foot off. Yeah.
well, I was like, the minute they know that he needs to cut out his liver, and he finally takes the shard up, and he's like, no, the other side.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
how does any average person know how to cut out their own liver?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
even
not
if you
that
got the
hard.
side correct, I mean,
I know where the pain's coming
you've got
from.
a lot of stuff to.
It's always sore.
Yeah, you need to get around some. Jesus, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know my
Clearly.
own anatomy down there.
This is why I'm safe. No one's ever going to ask for my liver. I'm good to go.
Well, but that's when the tentacle comes out to help him, because all that Wes had to really do, it turns out, was to get
Open.
get it open,
Yeah.
and then out comes the tentacle to finish the job.
And it took way more
Yeah, it
than a
did.
chunk.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, something got sucked
At
through the
least
glory
50%.
hole, and it was Wes's body
there was
cavity.
suckage through the glory hole for sure. Also, I like that, like, his last stand against Gat was, the walls of the rest stop were falling away, and you could see into the ether, and then he was yelling at his dad, like, he's here, and then he's like, oh, shit. Maybe he is the better one.
Well, I liked
I
when
fucked up.
the glory hole shot out golden light
Oh,
a couple of times.
There was some
it
beautiful
was
golden
pretty glorious.
showers.
This glory hole was truly glorious there for a while.
It is the cutting open of the body. Like right before that is where we get the flashback of Brenda with the box going through the Polaroids, seeing all
Yes.
the victims.
We realize that he is a serial killer
There's this kind of
of some
reverse
kind.
Jesus Christ syndromeism where his sins need to be atoned for the rest of humanity.
Right.
Well, it was a little weird though, the way Gatanathuan and Wes, he equated that neither of us are heroes. We are
beings of destruction.
we're the worst things
That's a great
that
line.
exist here.
We are both beings of destruction. That's
And-
a good line.
Yeah, it kind of blew it out of the water right at that point. It's like, what is going on? I want to
definitely
think
blew.
about that more than just the reactions I've got tonight.
That was a good turn. And also, I know Ryan heard me when they had that kind of flash where it was the victims is what I saw it as. All the victims of his
Oh, the
reaching in and
hands
taking
pulling
out.
in. Yeah.
We had Savini hands again.
Yep.
We got another round of Savini hands. But all the victims of his were like reaching over him and taking out his organs. And it felt like it was his,
It was his own personal
It-
nightmare.
his judgment,
Yep.
within the middle of all of that, as well as him deciding, okay, fuck it, I'm going to do this and try and sacrifice.
But that
Part of
beings of
myself.
destruction phrase,
We are both beings of destruction is a fucking awesome line.
and it came right after he was talking himself up like, I'm a hero. I did this.
He said,
just
I saved the
all
world.
of-
I'm
all of
amazing. He said, no,
humanity."
you're
No,
not.
no,
You're
no,
not a
no.
hero.
Nobody
we are
will
both beings of
remember your name.
destruction.
Yep.
No one will remember you.
And then
That was some,
Boom.
that ending, fuck. That was good.
He,
I did not expect it. I did not see it coming at all.
he did let him out of the bathroom. He
did-
kept to his word.
he got to go out there and die in the grass with
Thank
his
God.
I'd rather
Fair.
die in the sunshine than on that bathroom floor.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
I don't care. I'm gonna die soon anyway.
Do it in the campground, not in the bathroom.
But damn, that was a
Yeah.
good ending. I didn't see any of that
Yeah,
coming.
that
I did not.
twist and that ending is
I didn't
probably
ex-
why it was rated pretty high on Rotten Tomatoes.
I didn't
Like,
expect.
Yeah.
it's got a good viewer score.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
It
didn't
should. It
expect a
deserves
good-
it.
I didn't expect a good story out of the end of this. I thought it was gonna be a joke about a glory hole.
I thought so.
I expected it to be ridiculous.
When you said this was like for Alan, I was like, oh, it's going to be blah 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 blah.
Alan wanted the glory hole movie, and we fucking gave it to him.
Yep.
Glug, glug, glug.
But the more it went on, the less he wanted that glory hole.
He's like, "Oh, there's a story here. Fuck this. Where's
yeah.
the dick?"
It was not in the movie.
Oh, poor Alan.
The most we got was Gat's tentacles.
And Ryan in boxers that were way too big for him.
Massive
Yeah,
boxers.
there was
All of his clothes were way too big for him.
Yeah, that Oxford shirt or whatever he was wearing was
We need to check on him, make sure he doesn't have like cancer or
serial
something.
killers don't
He's-
shop the best places, as it turns out.
But you also get a glimpse
you
of
shop
like why this
cheap.
guy is sweaty and drinking a lot coming into this rest stop. He's running from the last victim.
Yeah, he just killed a lady.
Exactly.
He's on the run.
Took everything that he may have touched in her apartment with him on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't just
And then he burned
he
it
wasn't
all.
just moving. He was escaping.
Correct.
He was being
Glorious.
glorious. All right.
Glorious.
I mean, this was a short film, and I think we summed it up very nicely. James, last thoughts?
I kind of want to go look at Ryan Quanten's filmography and see what else he's got now.
He's got some stuff out there.
Yeah.
Am I next?
Cameron, I'll just stare at you until you.
Hey, we can do this all day.
I mean, it's only 10:40.
I think the best way to watch this film is how we all did it. You have to watch the trailer first.
Yeah, I think that's a great example. I'm going to put that tidbit at the very beginning of this podcast.
Okay. Can I sound sexier doing it?
Okay, go ahead.
Try.
You know what? I don't think I can.
I won't look at you.
Touch
Actually,
it.
I
hold,
need you to.
hold his knee with your dick.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't try harder to sound better.
I
But
think if you,
But you know what I'm saying?
really
Like,
want to
we
watch
all-
this movie the way we did,
we
always
talk
deeper
use-
want to be sexy.
watch the trailer first because
Anyway,
it will make your viewing pleasure glorious.
Mm.
Repeat after me.
Sorry,
Chocolate.
Rain.
Think about it. We
Go
all
ahead.
saw the trailer. It built
It
up
looked like a joke.
our imagination of what this film was going to be like, and it delivered that plus more.
Fucking nailed it.
Plus more than what more what we needed rather than what we expected.
I have no fucking idea what you're saying right now, but
We needed
I agree
we
with you.
needed that twist at the end of this film more than we needed the
okay,
expectation
yes, it
of the film.
it rounded it out as a
Correct. If it's just
real,
if it's true glory hole, this random god thing, whatever,
yeah.
great funny film.
Otherwise,
That
it's just
twist,
a joke.
Correct.
That
Great film.
bit at the end. Okay, this is legitimate, well written. Someone put some time into this and was fucking with people half the time.
I hate coming on here saying that I enjoyed it more than I thought because it's kind of a nod to you guys' crazy movies that you put me through.
So, did you enjoy it more than you thought?
Absolutely, I did.
Mm.
Doggies!
You just woke up your kids.
We got him again.
And
Meryl,
my-
go to sleep.
and
She's
my
been
kids.
Meryl's been like under the couch for like the last 2 hours.
With Staffney.
She's I'm gonna get him. Ryan,
I was pleasantly surprised. Like you said, you're veering left the whole time.
hold on. Take that energy down a little bit, bud.
Oh man,
You need to start with Ryan next time and go this
I'm gonna
way.
have to.
He
go
always
that
is
way.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, what I mean,
Yeah, man. Fuck, it was all right.
nobody ever said anything. Whatever. But no, I mean we're veering left the whole time. Everything's played off as a joke for obvious reasons, and then that last 5 or 10 minutes, we take a hard right. Didn't see it coming. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was way deep, darker.
you can go deep.
Way deep, darker.
Yeah, it
I might
went
cut that piece out too and just make it a.
it went deeper than expected.
Oh,
No, but it was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, especially towards the end there.
oh yeah.
Like again, I expected just the play off the glory hole the whole time, and
Love editing out your little pauses there, bud.
I do it just for you, Rob.
Thank you so much.
But no, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
You know
I'll watch
what
it again.
You know what I loved most about this is Alan was sitting over there on the couch, and he kept talking about how much he loved tits and vaginas and girls' butts. And James, I don't know if you heard him talking about women and how sexually attracted he is to them,
We got the recordings.
but it's still going. But I don't want to be the one to tell you this.
Yeah, he'll come out in his own time.
No, this had no right to be as good as it was.
Ryan Quanten definitely had the guts for this film, though.
I mean, his acting, God damn it, his acting by himself in a soundstage like that, the writing, the twist movements, everything in here, fuck.
He crushed it.
This
in
was a
one.
good
Yeah.
movie.
I
Like
mean-
I would suggest this movie to people.
Ryan said it.
Yep.
I'd watch it again, which is saying something coming from me.
That's saying a lot, actually.
Like you guys watch a lot of this stuff again. Like that
Yeah.
is one. If you said 2 weeks from now, hey, we're gonna watch Glorious again, I'm like, all right.
All right, let me put it in my calendar real quick.
One, because it's less than 2 hours long, so that helps.
It's only an hour,
Yeah, I mean, we can watch it again right now. Not saying that we will,
but we will.
not saying that we won't.
If you have not seen this and you don't know what this movie is, don't go. Actually, I take that back. Go watch the trailer
Have to.
because it's gonna key you up. Actually, if you're at this point, I mean, fuck it, you already know what's going
That's true.
on. I'll do some intro stuff.
Get the person
Just like
that
Barbarian,
you want
go,
to watch
Go
this
into this
film.
with just the trailer.
Make them
Go-
watch the trailer and then bring them in.
Go in dry.
Raw dog.
So dry.
Anything we missed? I mean, it was good.
That's deep.
That's what she said.
Well, James is inside of. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to Talking with Words. That was glorious. You need to check this movie out. It is worth a watch. Also, go to robgilchristbooks.com. Go check out my books, the Tides of Shadow series, the Saturn is for Suckers series. You can go to Arkansas Music Works if you would like, because they are one of the largest suppliers of guitar parts in the U.S. and international. They are now throwing around some Fender bits. You go in there if you're local to Arkansas, tell them that you heard about them through Talking with Words. You can get a 10% discount. Also, go check out Big Weenies. Big Weenies?
Yeah.
Is that? It just sounds fun to say Big Weenies.
Big weenies.
Big Weenies down on the square in Bentonville. Go talk to Jeff. They have some great food. We're gonna have them again. I think
I've never
next
been.
week.
I've never been to Big Weenies. Never had the experience of a
You're missing out on life.
Big Weenie.
I think they're gonna cater us again next week.
Sounds.
We'll have a lot of Big Weenies.
It's delicious.
They're they're fantastic.
So good.
All right, Charlie, take it away.